Hello, and welcome to the Oregon Housing and Community Services Landlord Compensation Fund Portal walkthrough. In this video, we will take you through each step of the application process to help you successfully and efficiently complete your application. Begin by browsing to the Landlord Compensation Fund page on the Oregon Housing and Community Services website. A direct link to the LCF login page can be found in the description below. Scroll down, look for Application Portal and Required Forms, click there, then click Portal Website Login. This will open the portal and bring you to an introductory landing page that gives a brief overview and explanation of the Landlord Compensation Fund. Click the blue button in the center of the page marked Ownership Registration to begin the process. Fill in all the required information as shown here, making sure to use a valid email address that you have access to. Check terms and conditions, then click Register. Next, you will be presented with a welcome screen that describes the steps of the application process. Carefully review each of these steps, then click the blue button marked Click Here to add a property now to begin the process. From the Add Property screen, start by selecting your role from the drop-down box as shown here, then filling in the required information. Regardless of the choice you make, either property owner or manager, the process is similar, so we will start with a property owner for our example. If the property owner and manager are not the same legal entities, uncheck the box and proceed to fill in the required information. Your next step is to fill in all the required information for your property. Make sure that you select the correct county that your property is in. Once you have completed entering all the required information on this page, take a moment to verify that it is all correct and complete. Then, in the lower right corner, click the blue button marked Save and Continue. You will notice that there are now two buttons at the bottom of the screen, one marked Previous, one marked Save and Continue. These will allow you to move back and forth through the process to review or change information as needed. Next, we will upload a copy of our IRS W-9 form to verify business ownership. If you do not have your W-9, you can download a fillable form from the IRS from this page. Fill the form out, save it to your computer, then upload as shown here. Once your upload is completed successfully, you can click the small preview icon to view your uploaded W-9. Next, select your payment method from the drop-down box as shown here. If you select ACH, often referred to as direct deposit, you will need to enter your routing number, then confirm it, then your account number, and confirm that as well. Routing number fields and account number fields must match in order to proceed. When they are correctly entered, click Save and Continue. If desired, more users can be added by clicking the Add User button on the next screen, entering a valid email address, then clicking Add. The next screen will automatically load the email address you entered. Supply first name, last name, a phone number, select the user's role from the drop-down menu. Then when you have verified the information is correct, click Save and Continue, and an email will be sent to your invited user to allow them to accept the invitation. Next, we will upload our completed rent roll template. If you do not have a completed rent roll template, you may download one from here, complete it, and upload it. If you need assistance, there is a link in the description for a video on filling out your rent roll template. When your rent roll template spreadsheet is properly completed, click the Upload Completed Rent Roll button to upload your spreadsheet into the system and populate your property with tenant data. When the Add Property wizard is completed successfully, you will see this screen. Take a moment to review the Next Step section, then click the blue Done button. When your documents and rent roll spreadsheet have finished the upload intake process, you will be taken to the Properties tab, where you can view a list of all the properties you have uploaded. On this tab, you'll be able to view the W-9 for each property, delete individual properties, and find a help screen. Clicking on a property name or number will take us to the Details screen for that property. Across the top of the screen, you will see three boxes with buttons in them that detail each of the steps in the following process. Below this area, all tenants listed on a properly completed rent roll are shown, along with options for editing and updating information and deleting if necessary. Scrolling down, will allow you to see all the tenants and each month's information for each tenant as imported from your rent roll spreadsheet. Note that former tenants in arrears and current tenants not in arrears will be signified with a red symbol and no name under their listing. As we mentioned earlier, to the right of your tenant ledger screen is a column of 4 icons. The red trash can allows you to delete a single ledger entry. The pencil allows you to edit a single ledger entry. The character and document icons relate to tenant certification. Clicking the document icon starts the upload hardship form process. Click Select File, then select the correct tenant for which we are uploading, in this case, Fred Mertz. Click the Open button, and the document will upload and the system will process it and add it to Fred Mertz's ledger. Once that is complete, we can see the icons have turned green. This process is only necessary once for each tenant, as the system will add the document to each month's ledger entry. If your rent roll included valid email addresses for your tenants, you may use the system to request certification from them. Click the Request Certification button in the center box at the top of the screen, and the system will send an email requesting the tenant to log in, create an account, and provide certification documentation. Note that the tenant will be required to create an account at first login in order to maintain security of their personal data and information. The process is the same for each tenant in each property ledger. Please ensure that you select the correct hardship form for each tenant. Once all the documentation is uploaded, it is now time to add your tenants to a certification request. The system will provide you with detailed terms and conditions of the Landlord Compensation Fund Act. In order to proceed, you must agree to these terms. Please review each one carefully, and as you agree, click the I agree button to move to the next one. Once you agree to terms and conditions, you may click Submit. Note, once the application is submitted, it cannot be altered or included in another compensation request for the same program. The system will notify you when your application data is successfully uploaded, and you may now submit your compensation request by clicking the Submit for Review button as shown here. The system will notify you when your compensation request has been successfully submitted for review, and this property is now complete. Click the CR Invoices tab, then the property name to view your completed compensation request. This will open your compensation request in a new browser tab or window. In the upper right corner of the compensation request screen is a print button that will allow you to save a PDF copy or print a hard copy of your compensation request. When you have completed your review, simply close the browser tab or window to be returned to the CR Invoices tab in the portal. If necessary, you may now add more properties by simply repeating the steps outlined in this video for each property. Be sure to prepare and upload individual rent roll spreadsheets for each property, and do not simply reuse the same file again and again. This will prevent significant issues with your compensation requests. If you are finished in the portal, You may log out by clicking the round profile icon in the upper right corner. Then clicking Log Out, reviewing any final system messages, then clicking OK. This will end your portal session and return you to the entry screen. If you have questions regarding the Landlord Compensation Fund program, please email us at hcs.lcf@oregon.gov. If you have questions regarding the use of the portal, you can email us or use the chat feature in the portal. Oregon Housing and Community Services would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Thanks again for watching, and from all of us at Oregon Housing and Community Services, have a great day.